Freljord, the land of lethal beauty. Every mountain is a monument to eternity, every blizzard, a reminder of life's fragility. Amidst this cruelty, a young girl walks, not to conquer, but to survive. Those eyes as clear as ancient ice, yet they hold a fire that never dies. It is the fire of determination, lit from the ashes of loss, carrying her mother's legacy, a legacy of peace. Memory is the only warming fire in Freljord's eternal winter. Ashe remembered her mother's tales, of a golden age when Averosa united the tribes under one banner. A dream of a Freljord no longer at war with itself. But that dream was extinguished by the very cruelty of the Freljord. Now, Ashe is no longer an innocent child. She is a leader, bearing the hopes of the few who remain, searching for a path through the storm. In this land, to protect peace, you must sometimes be ready for war. Every arrow Ashe looses is not just a weapon, but a declaration of her tribe's will to survive. Destiny always has mysterious paths. Following an ancient map, her mother's last relic, Ashe was led to a place forgotten by time, a place where legend and reality converge. And there, in the silence of 1,000 years, it waited. The bow of Averosa herself. Not just a weapon, but the frozen heart of the Freljord, the symbol of a forgotten promise. To claim one's destiny, one must prove worthy. The bow tested her not with strength, but with purity of will. It sought a successor, not a tyrant. The little girl from before was gone. Now, standing before us is the heir of Averosa, reborn in ice, wielding the power to fulfill her ancestors' promise. And the bow answered. Its power was now hers. The ice arrow was not just a weapon, but the embodiment of her will. When she returned, her people saw not just a leader who had survived death. They saw a symbol, a living hope. They knelt not before a warrior, but before their queen. Her new power was not used to wage war, but to cultivate life. Where there were chasms, she created bridges. Where there was danger, she brought safety. She was rebuilding the Averosan tribe from the foundation of unity. Fate brought two great warriors together under dire circumstances. One, the barbarian king, the other, the queen of hope. In this cruel world, compassion is sometimes the sharpest weapon. The strength of the barbarian and the vision of Averosa. For the first time, an alliance that could change the Freljord was forged. Trindamir's rage now had a purpose, a banner to serve. But not all share the same dream. To Sejuani, leader of the Winter's Claw, peace is a symbol of weakness. She believes that only the strongest deserve to rule the Freljord. The confrontation between the two blood-sworn sisters was inevitable. The fury of the Winter's Claw met the stillness of the ice. Sejuani charged forward, carrying the will to conquer through violence. But Ashe's answer was not a deadly arrow, but a warning that could not be ignored. She showed that power is not just for destruction, but for protection. A wall of ice, a clear line drawn between two ideals. Hatred is not easily extinguished by ice. It only retreats temporarily, biding its time. This confrontation was just the beginning of a greater war that would shape the future of the Freljord. One battle was over, but the greatest war was still ahead. But now, a new dawn was breaking over the frozen lands. For the first time in generations, there was a real glimmer of hope. She is no longer the girl running from her destiny. She is the one who forges it. She is Ashe, the Frost Archer, the Protector, the Unifier, and the future queen of a united Freljord.